Hi lads and lasses, Modest Pelican here with GTA Online. If you enjoy this video, please have a one night stand and then wake up early and change all the pictures in their home to my channel logo, as this really helps spread the good word of my channel. Meet Thick Man, a retired assassin who is on a mission to become the most powerful crime lord in Los Santos, whilst also ensuring he stays sufficiently hydrated at all times. These are the boys, and together they form a feared gang known as the Sons of Virgins. These are their stories. Bruh. So I log in and get $1 million gifted to me yet again. Rockstar is officially my sugar daddy. I think this million was for having my Twitch Prime account linked, or because one of the developers has a large beaked waterbird fetish, either one. Anyway, I'll never get sick of spawning on my yacht, and oh how times have changed for old Thick Man. Remember the crack den and our old truck named Shaniqua? Feels like a lifetime ago. The thing is, we've done a remarkably good job of buying useless flex items and a poor job of buying income-producing useful assets. Albeit the rooms on this yacht have seen a few sensual things, if you know what I mean. I've sad fapped in all of them. So today we are going to finish Trevor's heist and also check out the new F1 races they added. I head over to pick up Marto, but I hear the sound of an oppressor's homing missiles locking onto me, so I gracefully eject. As it turns out, McJuicy here is actually a pretty friendly guy, and I guess just wanted to say g'day. He's also got 2 Ys at the end of his gamer tag, so you know he's indulged in a bit of premarital hand-holding. Marto then proceeds to shoot him in the face with a shotgun for no reason. I show Marto my yacht as he hasn't seen it yet, and he says, and I quote, "I've taken dumps that float more majestically than your yacht." Wow. At least we get to have a pretty cute Titanic moment that I'll remember for the rest of my life. Okay, enough of me trying to squeeze video content out of this incredibly overpriced ocean vessel, it's time to hustle. By hustle, I mean it's time to do a Formula 1 race, and I could just seamlessly segue to the event, but I'd rather show you what should be a normal 2-minute commute generally turns into. Firstly, I try to prove I'm above average size by flying under this bridge, and it doesn't go very well. Then Marto explodes the car I'm trying to get into like the dehydrated lad he is. I then successfully managed to explode him with a vehicle bomb because he was having trouble with his game volume and couldn't hear the obvious beeping. I then pop Marto in the head with my silenced pistol. He swears he will get revenge, so I set up yet another bomb. Honestly, I feel like this video is an application for a Middle Eastern radical group at this point. I then pay $500 to go off the radar and sneak up on Marto posing as a civilian. He's now with poor innocent Crosby, but collateral damage is always inevitable.
Whoa, what is this?
Oh, it's Pelican.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Haha, we have fun. Seriously though, our group has problems. It's not like we all then got in a car and went straight to the F1 racing as planned. Crosby beat Marto to death. I jacked this guy's fancy scramjet and then used it to run over Marto, who saw this genius play coming and detonated us both. I then stole a flying motorbike, and while I was busy navigating, proceeded to get blown up by a heat-seeking missile. It's hard to be efficient on this game, but we finally made it to the racing event. As it turns out, the guy hosting this race loves a bit of banter, and so set the race up on the worst possible settings. 25 laps, first person only, nighttime, and it's raining. It takes approximately 2 minutes to finish one of these laps, so we leave just like my girlfriend left me. Sorry, I didn't realize your dad counted as cheating. Anyway, we find a normal race, and I put $1,000 on Crosby to win because gambling is fun and safe. I also have the worst possible start to a race where I'm physically ejected out of the course within the first few seconds. What you're about to witness though is one of the best success stories of our generation. In fact, I've become so good at driving that I'd probably be the best GTA speedrunner in the world. Don't believe me? Just ask renowned speedrunner Dark Viper AU, who isn't isn't currently under duress.
Of course, Pelican, you are the best driver I've ever seen. On behalf of the speedrunning community, I thank you for not speedrunning, as obviously you would beat us and take all the world records on your first try. I also want to make clear that I'm saying all of this of my own free will, and not because Pelican has me trapped in his basement.
Haha, wow, your words, Dark Viper, your words, but thank you, you're far too kind. Anyway, I actually managed to come in 2nd place. Crosby comes in 6th place, and so from this point onwards, I will naturally never believe in him again. After the race, I find this NPC holding a bagel, but he never eats the bagel, he just holds it. Top 10 things science can't explain right here, and then Marto explodes me because of course he would. We decide to all meet at the casino as Stealtho Robbo has logged on and wants to show off his 4-wheel drive again. It's pretty cool. He's taken the hood off to expose the engine, which I can imagine is a nightmare for dust buildup. Heaps of players have also gathered around, and so naturally I melt them all with my alien laser cannon because it's a balanced weapon. Everything in this game is perfectly balanced, especially the orbital cannon. We all have our wheel spin and fail to win anything. Well, Marto almost wins the car, but fails miserably, which I think we can all derive some enjoyment from. The group of players that's following us around has reached quite a high level, and so there's only one thing to do. Have a not very straight gamer rave session with the boys. This sure is a lot of men in a very small space, many of whom are wearing skimpy clothing and cowboy hats. This is the definition of bros before hoes, almost taken too literally, but it sure is wholesome, and more importantly, we are upholding strict Christian values. Then Crosby is just up here with this seedy guy, and I'm sure they're just praying for good weather or something. We then pile into his Jim's mowing truck and roll out ready to heist. Jim's got everything now, I swear. Jim's fencing, Jim's dog wash, Jim's people trafficking, Jim's body disposal, Jim's abortions, Jim's castrations, and my personal favourite, Jim's wife, where you just smash his wife. And currently 10% off too, which is just smart marketing. So heist time. We buy plenty of ammo, and then I head over to my office building, which I use for no other reason than to get free snacks off the receptionist. Every time I come here, I'm reminded that I spent $250,000 accidentally changing the name from an organization to a organization. Alright, so we've done a lot of the preps for this heist last video, but now we've swapped Maddie for Marto. She's done most of the work, yet he gets to reap the monetary rewards. I'm just all about that immersion on this channel, you know? Aligning the series with real life as much as possible, so it's fitting that the woman of our group gets heavily underpaid. Also, Stealtho Robbo has the word stank on his left cheek, which is pretty hot. Alright, so do you want to know how much of a novice Robbo is at GTA Online? Well, even though we've tried to explain it to him, he doesn't know how to call the insurance company when his vehicles are destroyed, and currently they all are. So the game delivered him a bike for this mission. It's actually worked out really well for the boys, as he looks finna thick when he pedals. I suppose those glutes didn't build themselves up, that's for sure. Half my Grand Theft Auto content these days is just Robbo's ass, and I'm not sure if that's questionable or revolutionary. We have to drive out to the lumberyard and steal some vans. I jack a quad bike to make the drive more fun, but as the boys are reckless and careless with their lives, I decide to put on a baby blue helmet for both safety, but also aesthetics, as it really brings out my eyes. Also, Crosby manages to turn every game into Farm Simulator, I swear. I thought he just played that game ironically, but it's past that point. He is all about it now. I read the other day that it could be getting its own esports league, and I'd love to be the commentator for an event. What's up guys, it's your boy Modest Pelican here, coming at you live from Sunshine Farm. We're going to jump on board with XX Old MacDonald Plowed Your Mum XX, who's utilising the Macy Ferguson harvester, and it looks like he's cleaning up here. Should be a fruitful crop yield for the rookie, who desperately needs it coming into land finals. Anyway, yeah, Crosby and I have to steal these trucks, while Marto and Robbo give us an escort in their poor man's Warthog. Having these two on the same team proved to be an awful decision, as if they weren't knocking one of us off a cliff, they were literally killing each other. I think it took us 6 attempts to complete this simple heist prep. It was insane. Eventually, they both just sat in the Utes cab and no one manned the gun for safety reasons. This of course meant we had no cover for the mission, and so were left defending ourselves against the tactically questionable armoured lime green Range Rovers. In fact, we actually beat them back to the warehouse in the slow trucks by quite a margin. The sick escort boys really crushed it today. The post-mission cinematic shots are what I get out of bed for, not going to lie. I try and run Marto over on Robbo's road bike and he explodes me, which is probably what I deserve. Cyclists suck. Alright, the final prep. We have to go and kill a bunch of meth dealers out at some farm and steal their meth. It's genius. Maybe I should become a meth dealer, I'm sure it'd be lucrative. Modest Pelican meth. It would, however, be hard to compete with Jim's meth. He really dominates the market as he mows your lawn for free if you refer a friend. Anyway, we storm the farmhouse and I really love what they've done with the place. The rustic aged look is captivating and the dried bloodstains make it feel lived in. And quite a hard decor to pull off, very impressive. We kill everyone, hook up the tanker and deliver it to our lockup nearby. I head into the remote convenience store and staunch the clerk so that he gives me all the money. After he gives me the money, I shoot him because we leave no witnesses. GG, heist complete. That was rewarding. Haha, just kidding. Is this a prank YouTube channel? Because that prank sure was epic, wow. We head to Crosby's apartment and start deciding on a split of revenue for the real heist.
This doesn't equal 100% credit.
Alright.
I know your school's only been shut down for like a week, but Jesus, man.
Crosby has the last laugh as he gives himself a 40% cut. Wow, what a power play. We pick some questionable outfits and roll out. We look like the Minions, to be honest. No hate, but I find it so weird the way people find Minions so hilarious. I've seen grown-ass men and women crying with laughter watching some small yellow malacca be forgetful and then fall over. Geez, I feel like the Grinch. Actually, I wonder if they have adult Minion videos. Wow, I just looked it up and they sure do. You know how the main evil villain guy has a really long nose? Anyway, it doesn't matter. The important thing is there are sensual Minion videos out there, and also that I now have plans for tonight. So yeah, we've got to defend this warehouse where we've been storing all the gear. Also, Trevor is here with us, which is pretty cool. Once we hold them off, we need to take the product to the sell point as there's a major buyer waiting. This time it's Robbie and me who have to escort the trucks, and despite all of us explicitly opposing this, he drives. Funny enough, it's a pretty wise decision as he really mastered the handling of this vehicle now. I melt the choppers and yeah, we are on the home stretch. Big money, here we come. I'm sure you saw this coming, but no, he flips the truck. I do, however, somehow survive. He dies shortly afterwards though, you can't make this stuff up. I obviously take the wheel for round 2 and then spot a guy on the side of the road, so naturally go in for the splatter.
Not so easy, is it, Jeff?
You naughty, naughty.
Round 3.
Watch the bike, watch the bike, watch the bike! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
So yeah, morale is dangerously low, but honestly, how is this an off-road vehicle? The smallest object sends it corkscrewing through the air. Seems like a major design fault. We do eventually get the mission done, not without a couple of close shaves though. I'll never understand this NPC overtaking us. You see a bald minion on the back of a ute with an MMG and 2 black trucks on a sketchy dirt road and decide, hey, now's a great time to overtake. Don't become a statistic, big girl. We deliver the merchandise and what follows is a really cool cutscene. And Trevor politely thanks us and then this happened.
Hey, my brother.
What?
Got the drugs?
Yeah, if you came for what you ordered. Yeah, I have them.
Good.
What?
Are you selling me cocaine, Mr. Phillips?
Why do you keep saying that? And how is it that you know my name?
You are under arrest for trespassing.
What?
Yep, so the whole thing was a setup and the buyers were the cops. We've all been there, very relatable. The important thing is, I made $201,000, which seems very low relative to the $3 million I got for doing absolutely nothing. I decide to treat myself to a new car and I buy myself a Sabre Turbo. A pretty average looking car, right? Well, I take it down to Benny's Original Motorworks and have it changed into the custom version. Then at no small expense, I create a car similar to something South American gangsters might drive. I guess I'm now officially in MS-13. Marto and I cruise around doing drive-bys exactly how I imagine MS-13 would, by flexing our hydraulics while we pop fools and listen to Ed Sheeran. It's very immersive. I do change the Sabre to something more clean, and I really like it, though this whole expedition cost me about $1 million. I need a financial advisor. Anyway, I hope you legends are doing well. To any of you working in retail or any essential services, you're absolute beasts and I hope you're okay. Thanks for watching and a massive shout out to those who support me on Patreon. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.